Sanfeng Ike Dashui Shenzhen Yuan. So this is what it looks like with no saturation. I won't be adding any in the edit for this either. It's not so dreary. Well, I have been at hospitals that are very busy. There's one of those volunteers, two of them. A couple of volunteers to help people to register. No lineups for the machines anyway, and there's where you pay over there. No lineups there either. So you'd probably get seen by a doctor here within a couple of minutes, I would think. So we're looking at this photo. This is somebody who obviously works here. And I got security over here as well. He's tired.
The background of your photo doesn't seem to be here.
Okay. This photo, not this hospital.
So I'm very familiar with the hospitals and with doctors and so on in this city and in this specific hospital too.
We're talking about this picture here from Winston's video. Okay. And we've determined that this logo appears to be something from Shenzhen Health that might be government affiliated. So maybe Winston was working for the government. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's quite unclear. So
Yeah.
I cannot make sure.
So the whole thing's blurry except for his face.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in our hospital, and this room also
It's not here.
not the meeting room in our hospital.
Okay, so that's interesting.
All right, so he walks into this place. Now, I actually know this hospital. You know why? Because I've worked in that hospital before.
But I do read. Maybe I can communicate the department in our another working official teachers to make sure that.
Yeah.
And this is right in my wheelhouse. You know why? Because I know this hospital. You know why? Because I've worked at that hospital.
走到这里来，他说有一个叫 SerpentZA 的一个。
Okay, so it's very easy to find out what hospital it is because I used to work there. So I've been here before, so it's very easy. I was like, I know that place.
有一个叫 SerpentZA 的老师，我把他的英文名发给你。
So this is from my own Google Maps. You can see I got lots of starred areas from places where I used to visit or important places around Shenzhen that I used to go to. And surprise, surprise, one of them happens to be that very hospital. They'd send me around in Shenzhen specifically to all of the hospitals, including this one.
他在找一个叫 SerpentZA 的。
There,
We found it.
Okay. In fact, pretty sure I superimposed. You can see there's his video, there's the building.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
So that I recognize it straight away, like I said, because I've been there.
一位先生在找一个叫 SerpentZA 的。
Yeah, in 2015 or 16 when it
Yeah.
opened, I remember I was there for the whole opening ceremony and
Yeah.
stuff.
No,
You still cannot find this guy.
can't find this guy. So the room in the picture is not this hospital.
Yet not this hospital.
The logo is also not this hospital.
No.
And nobody can find his name anywhere. That's correct. Okay, thank you.
When you go to hospitals in Shenzhen, and I've been to all of them, right?
Actually, we don't have this.
Don't have this room.
Yes, we don't have this. This is not. Maybe you can look this logo. It's not the logo of our hospital. You can see if
Okay.
you want to know if this guy is work here.
Well,
So-
I happen to work in this particular hospital.
Oh, yeah,
Come
of course,
here.
yeah.
But if you find
No,
this
he
one-
said he was teaching in the class.
No, not possible.
Not possible.
Yes, we don't have this guy.
But so the logo is incorrect. The back room, the room is incorrect.
Yes, we don't have this.
Nobody knows his name. Nobody knows
Yes,
him.
yeah, yes.
He's lying.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It is not a normal hospital. It's a special one. And it's an expensive one.
Yeah, this is not a private hospital.
Yeah, we are the public hospital.
This is a public hospital.
Yeah, yes.
So the prices are almost the same as every hospital.
Yes, for the for the patient, the price is so low. You know that?
So low. So
yeah,
low.
yes.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
if you have all these pictures about the diseases, even if you live in hospital, when you leave the hospital, you just pay a little because most of them are paid by the government.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, this is the public hospital.
Public hospital.
Since, right? That is one of the most expensive hospitals in the city. In fact, in the country.
Okay, so I've wasted some people's time here today. Here's another look at their logo here. Because I knew you were lying anyway all along.
It's one of 3 very special hospitals that were set up to reach a specific international standard. I can't remember the exact details, but when they had the grand opening in, I believe it was 2015, there was a big hoo-ha about it, I remember. And so...
So yeah, Winston Frederick Sturzel, you lied again. And it came up in the conversation there that the picture that you blurred out is likely you working for the government. It's kind of curious, isn't it? Especially considering my last video. They said it was the logo, you know, it's blurred out, so it's not easily confirmed. But 2 different people looked at it, said it looks like Shenzhen Health, like you're working for the government. What's up with that? You know, I agree. I watched that video of that guy. I agree. He sounded, I mean, in the video, he sounds like he's reading a script. But did he write the script himself, maybe? Nobody knows. Did he add saturation to his video? Nobody knows. Did you reduce the saturation in the video, in your video? 100%. You know how I know? Because you said it.
By the way, this oversaturation is annoying me. Can we turn that down a little bit? Okay, that's more or less normal. I mean, here's an actual street view of the place, so we can compare. Yeah, okay, that looks a bit better to me. Let's go look at this hospital, okay? This is what it looks like on the outside. For those of you who are not familiar with this, because if you saw the footage that he put out, it's so saturated and overdone. It looks unreal because it's been saturated to the max. This is what it really looks like, okay? What I've done here is I've superimposed and kind of distorted one of the clips from his video to show you that it's the same building.
That's it.
But I do agree. I mean, it seemed like that guy was reading a script, or it seemed like, you know, it was written out and he's just reading it.
After I got my appointment, I was able to see the doctor very quickly. In America, sometimes it takes months just to get a specialist appointment. But here, I was able to do it in 1 day.
You do the odd paid promotion yourself, don't you, Winston Frederick Sturzel? That's all he was doing. I mean, I don't even know for sure if he was doing that, but I'll give you that much. I think it did look like he was doing a paid promotion. Somebody hired him to do that. Talk about the hospital in a good way. The same way you do paid promotions, Winston Frederick Sturzel, except you lie. You say you use Factor Foods or, you know, this VPN or that VPN or whatever, and you say it's the best one. What's the difference between that and the guy walking around in this hospital talking good about the hospital and being paid for it? I mean, I don't even know that for a fact, but what's wrong with that, Winston Frederick Sturzel?
So bearing that in mind, when we look at these procedures that they gave me the costs for...
And you pulled the numbers out of your ass. Just made it all up.
Do you know how I got these numbers?
Oh.
Is I actually got a hold of some of the people who work there and I asked them. Okay, because I used to work there myself.
Yeah, it's just...
You didn't call anybody at this hospital. You've never been here. You've never been to this hospital, Winston Frederick Sturzel. It's been confirmed.
Yes. So like I said, I reached out. There's me. Okay, I used to train these doctors. I used to interact with them. I used to go and drink with them. I used to hang out with them, okay, have meals with them. I know these people. So I reached out to some people I used to work with at that hospital to find out just how much some of the common procedures would cost. And the truth of the matter is that if you have a good product, you don't need to sell it so hard.